check the YouTube sphere. In case this is working, hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Waffle Press Movie Hangouts. I'm your host Diego Crespo. With me today is my co-host Universa.
Hello, good to see you and hear you on this Hallows Eve, like 4 Eves. Yeah, it's not Halloween yet.
Just a couple eves.
Yeah, but no, it's good to do this tradition again. But
yeah. Thanks for joining me. This is
Mhm.
exciting. Halloween special. Maybe we'll just do this. We'll do this yearly for the Halloween live streams, even if they're not
Mhm.
actually on Halloween. That's okay. We want to go out
Right.
sometimes. And frankly, I kind of want to do these hangouts live more anyways. And I was talking to our good friend Joey Kressel, who's joining us today
Mhm.
on the Halloween hangouts. Hey, Joey, how's it going?
Good. It's going to be awesome to talk about these underrated movies.
Yeah, we're talking most underrated horror movies for Halloween season. But before we get into that, and it does look like we're live, thank God. Okay, then I can just kind of breeze through the rest of this as I send out the tweets.
Yeah.
Joey, welcome to the main hangout show. You've been on the show before, but for the people who haven't seen you or your work before, can you talk a little bit about yourself as I send out the social media announcements for the episode?
So I mean, I'm just a filmmaker who actually specializes in horror, so it's going to be awesome to like talk about the things I want to make. So I, for the last few years, have been producing and directing a lot of stuff outside of my like full-time work, working for VFX or post-production. So I have a werewolf short film that should come out pretty soon. I shot and produced a ghost story romance movie that's out right now on Twitter that we'll share a link to, and then I have another like thriller long legs type movie that I produced. So yeah, it's been a good last few years, honestly.
Yeah, I've watched the werewolf short. You sent it to me. I'm very excited for other people to check it out.
Yeah.
When the moon drips blood?
Red,
Excuse me. When the moon drips red. But yeah.
And anything else you got going on? I mean, that's a lot already. So
I mean, I'm trying to just get life together right now recently, but once I figure that all out, I have like 3 short films that I probably want to do next year, but I want to direct them this time because I've been doing a lot of producing on the side. So it'll be good to get behind the camera again and, get going on that, because one of them is a vampire movie. So that would be really fun.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I have like an exorcism-ish thing. Like, I'm not going to say it's like an exorcism movie, but it deals with that in a way. And that's like my baby project. So that's going to be my big project. If I could do it middle of end of next year, that would be literally the big one.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Glad to check that out.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it that I have on the horizon. I'm trying to dip back into writing, even though it's not my forte. I'm usually like the story guy, and I hand off my scripts to one of our friends named Matt, who usually like nails everything that I want to do in the script world. But yeah, I'm trying to come up with some ideas. I know you guys like to write a lot too.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we write a good amount.
Yeah, we got something cooking up right now that I think we're very excited about. I think it's very cool, very low budget, lean, mean, all killer, no filler. We'll see if we can get it off the ground. Very, very exciting. Gene's wrapping up his short, Abductees. Congratulations on being in the home stretch. Yeah, I told Joey about the idea that I got recently that I think I'm going to try to make my first feature. So we will, and I got to fill Gene in on the rest of that. But
that's
that
a good
one,
idea too.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been diligently working away at it at all my free time. Want to make sure it's kind of ready to show to people. Like, hey, give me money because this is cool. I think it would be cool to see this. That'll be all next year for me. So you're gonna see me whoring myself out. It'll be for that. And I say that with respect because we're pro sex work here, and everyone's got to pay bills. But that's not what the show's about today. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, maybe I'll pull an Abel Ferrara and actually. Never mind. We're not gonna get into that. Anyways.
Yeah, he's been on here before. I don't know.
He has been on here before. He's
Mhm.
one of my favorite guests. There's a role.
Wait,
for him.
really?
Yeah, I interviewed Abel Ferrara like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Because one of his movies is on my list.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh,
Which one?
Oh, perfect.
I'm not.
I
even
know
gonna say.
exactly. Yeah. For fans of this show, I think we know which one it is,
Yeah.
but I say that complimentary. There is a role for him. I have his email, so I owe him a cup of coffee. I'll be like, I'll give you a cup of coffee if you accept this role. It's a small one. I could shoot him out in a day or two, so it could happen. But
And also,
I'm not
we
here to
need,
talk
we
about
need
it.
we need a 4K of that movie that I will bring up later.
Oh, 100%, 100%. Before we get into the most underrated horror movies, we got a lot of fun responses from viewers, listeners to the show. Joey, can you tell us a little bit about your history watching horror movies? You grew up with it. You come to it later. How does it go?
It's funny for someone who wants to only make movies in this. I was not a fan of them until like I was a senior of high school, shockingly. So like when around the time I just dipped in randomly because like when we were in high school getting into film, we're like, let's watch all the like classics and all that bullshit too. Like, and you watch too many movies that are like too mature that for you to watch. You're like, oh, I don't know why that one's a classic or not. But when I watched The Exorcist, I was like, yeah, you know what? That's like the greatest movie ever made. And I do this to this day. I will never rank movies like my top 100 in like an actual ranking, but if I had to, Exorcist would be literally number one. And so from then on, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna dip in, and I just went batshit crazy and started watching as many horror movies as I can. And reluctantly, like a few months after I graduated high school, The Conjuring came out, so that was like my dip into like modern horror. And then James Wan became, probably my favorite modern horror filmmaker because of that movie specifically. And that movie like actually scared me like deeply. And it was like I was lucky when I got into horror because it like Conjuring at that time kind of like skyrocketed horror back into like being really, really, really popular. And so with that, I just started to follow people on social medias that watch more horror, and I just try to do my due diligence and do my thing. But my dad always makes fun of me because he's like, you used to always be scared of all this stuff and like wouldn't even like watch any of that stuff. And like now like I tell people this, like now you want to make it, and like you go to Halloween Horror Nights, you never used to like the haunted houses and stuff like that. It's like, no, now it's like literally my life, which is so funny how late in the game I came into it.
Yeah, it happens. I think, yeah, I mean, it's natural, like, kind of to be scared too, right? When you're growing up. I mean, I had that.
What sucks now, though, is like they don't scare me, which I wish they still did.
Oh, well, I mean, some stuff, yeah, I mean, like, I'm trying to think of something that was, like, pretty creepy or weird that happened in, like, a horror movie recently. What about, like, Malignant or something?
No, actually, the most recent. What's the most recent one that actually scared me? I would say Hereditary actually affected me. Like it got under my skin a lot because I also don't like culty stuff and like cult stuff with like demon stuff. Just like really scares me. And then they're like, I wouldn't say stuff doesn't totally not scare me, but like it's rare when one does actually scare me. I'm like, yep, that's a good one right there.
Yeah, Hereditary.
Yeah,
I know that creeped me out. I know probably what the scene was.
Yeah, definitely that one.
Yeah, the whole like.
I mean,
last act.
but for like Universal Horror Nights and stuff like that, like not really anymore, right? Like, did we all go to Universal Horror or Knott's or anything like that? I only went to Knott's this year, not Scary Farm, and I had a great time. But it's only one I went to.
I didn't go to Horror Nights this year. I hadn't had a chance to. It looks fun.
I went 6 times this year, which is pretty low for me. Like me and my friends for Halloween Horror Nights and Universal, like it's like a tradition for us, like the months of September and October, like since we live so nearby, like we just get passes and it's so worth it. It's like go one night and not have to worry about trying to do everything, especially when you live nearby. It's so much easier when you have a pass. And then if you're like bored on a Friday night, it's like want to go get scared at a few haunted houses, and you just go hang out at Universal.
Yeah, it was.
Some good houses. I had a similar thing. Yeah, there were some good houses at Knott's for me, anyways. The last one I did was I don't remember what it was called. It was like one of the newer ones where they give you a flashlight because they turn most of the lights off. There's only the occasional like
They do that in
strobe or
Knott's?
something like that. Yeah, it was a new one. I hadn't done that before, and that one was really cool. And I don't really get scared usually when they come up to like scare you in the mazes and stuff like that. I'm just like, wow, look at the production. Like I'm in awe. I'm like, wow, this is so cool. This is so impressive. You know, like it's exciting for nerds like us, like horror nerds. But that last one, it was also like 1:30 in the morning. Like the park was winding down, and it took like 2 hours in line to get there. You know, so not all my faculties are together and stuff like that. And as we're walking through like the dark space, I'm like, you know, maybe I don't want to go first this time. Like this is a little creepy. This one got me a little bit. So yeah, thumbs up, Not Scary Farm. That was a lot.
I've never done Knott's for all the years I've been
shout
out
out.
here. It's always been Universal, but I heard Knott's is pretty good.
Yeah, I love Knott's. It's also much closer to me, but I love Knott's in general. You gotta come back out here for that. Yeah, when you go for the first time, let me know. I'd be happy to tag along for that because I love Knott's so much. Well, shout out Drew Hunter in the comments. Thank you for tapping in. Yes, congrats Gene for the short. Everyone should give me money. I agree. I need it. But anyways, any Halloween plans? Anybody got anything big going on this week? Any besides watching scary movies? I'll be honest, I was sick all weekend, so this is my Halloween plan for the week right now. This is my party. I miss Gene's party, so here I am.
Yeah, we already had a Halloween party this weekend, which I guess Halloween being on a Friday, maybe it's still kind of a weekday for some people. I feel like some of the parties were already thrown. But yeah, for Halloween week, just going to try to see Shelby Oaks at some point. Still haven't seen it yet. Came out 2 weeks ago. Very intrigued to check it out at this point. And then Friday, I don't know. Yeah, Friday's up in the air. I'm going to try to do something. Maybe go to a screening. I saw this one video rental store I follow, or that I go to. It's in Highland Park. It's called Videotech. It's screening Halloween 3, so that'll be interesting. We'll see if I'll go to that. But yeah, I feel Fridays for Halloween. It's still kind of a weekday. I feel like. I'm not sure if anyone disagrees.
I think as we get older, you're definitely hitting the nail on the head. Where it's like, because we definitely have other friends who are in agreement with this statement. Where it's like, you know, oh, we're going out on Saturday. Oh, great, I can rest during the day and stuff like that. Going out on a Friday, I need to go home and like wash up first, and then I'll go out. By the time you get there, it's like 9, 10. Yeah, you know, it's like you just finished the week. Like it's a little tough. Yeah, I would agree. It is a weekday still. It's not completely celebratory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know people are hyped because it's on a Friday, because it's like, especially the kids are probably like, oh, we could like go out way later, like trick or treating and stuff.
Yeah, but the children are fucked up because they just have energy all the time.
I know I'm never really like down here where my family lives for Halloween, so I'm actually gonna go with my sister and my nephew. So it'll be fun to go with like actual kids and like see like trick or treating and stuff, because their neighborhood puts on like a block party like event too. So it'll be really fun.
Sick.
Yeah, it sounds really cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Just like get free candy.
Drew Hunter also says they're going to a screening of Halloween 3. So
nice.
Yeah, shout out Drew and shout out Halloween 3.
Is it 3 more days?
Is Halloween 3 like? Yeah, is Halloween 3 like the patron saint of the underrated Halloween movies?
Yeah, I think
or at least
so.
like yeah.
I think it's like the
because everyone else kind of reclaimed. Yeah, poster child is a good way of putting it. Let's see, best horror movies of the year so far, and then we can get into the underrated stuff. But I just want to hear like good year for horror, bad year for horror, mixed, been better. What's the angle here, Joey?
I think the highs are like the highest they could be, and the lows are really low. And there's like a lot of middle, like 3-star, like I'll watch it again if I'm bored horror films, but like they weren't bad per se, you know, like they were just like fine. Because like the good ones that we all know which ones I'm talking about are so good. Like they're just too good. That makes everything else look worse.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think there were some good ones that stood out. Just highlight some of the ones I enjoyed. Bring Her Back. Really like that one a lot. I know. I think you liked it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good. The Monkey. Really enjoyed The Monkey. Such wonderful kills. And then I don't know, like stuff like Dangerous Animals. 28 Years Later. I guess Frankenstein kind of counts. But yeah, I don't know. Some also not good ones like I didn't mention Weapons, but I'll put Weapons up there. But yeah, not so good ones like Opus, I think was okay.
A nothing movie.
Yeah, it was interesting to see John Malkovich sing. That was my favorite part of that film. Just hearing him being auto-tuned, but I think he had a good voice. Woman in the Yard, did not like that. And then I don't know, stuff like I Know What You Did Last Summer, not so great when you're kind of breaking it down.
Yeah,
not so great at all. But yeah.
Bring Her Back. I think I admire it. I think it's very well made. I don't know if I love it. I don't think it's bad though. So it would go on a top 50 of the year. It'd be I have to respect it. It's super well made.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones I didn't enjoy the act of watching it. You know what I mean?
It's one of those you're just you could still feel Hereditary is still in too many horror films lately. The whole trauma horror stuff needs to be done with eventually.
Very traumatic. Yeah. Very traumatic to watch.
And I do think these guys have the juice to move into other territory. They were up for a Street Fighter movie and I heard their angle was interesting and they decided to not make it interesting, so they ditched those filmmakers. But I'm interested in what else they do.
Yeah, they're in Death Stranding too.
Oh yeah,
meet them in the game. Yeah.
Kojima scans everybody.
They scan. They're you go to Australia in the game, and you could meet them at a little bunker or whatever. So they're definitely doing different things.
They should have got an Evil Dead movie where they could really go crazy.
You never know. I mean, they're from Australia. They filmed those movies in New Zealand. They want to keep making more Evil Dead. So you never know if they could happen. Yeah.
I thought one movie that was so awesome this year, especially out of nowhere, was the new Final Destination movie. Was just incredible. They knocked that out of the park. That one.
Yeah, very surprising.
Really liked that one.
Very surprising. It was so good, but yeah, they really put a lot of effort into that. Just think about some of those kills, that opening scene. So fun.
People cheering for a kid being smashed by a piano.
And you really like the characters this time, and I've liked most of the Final Destination movies, and I think all the characters are engaging.
Yeah.
The very first serious kill in the movie, the uncle, it's in the trailer, so if you haven't seen it, it's whatever. But it's this poor son of a bitch, the nicest guy on planet Earth, and he's even when the kill starts, he's no, it's okay, I'm okay, and it's just goddamn dude, this poor bastard.
And
that's a great movie. I really undersold that. I feel
it made generational trauma actually make sense for a movie, truly, but be a plot point.
It did.
Yeah, it did it in a really fun way. It's here's what horror is now, narratively, but also it's Final Destination. So how can we twist that knife? Even the spoilers for the movie. Even the mom who's I'll survive as long as I can. She dies immediately. It's God damn, dude. It's still a vicious movie. That's a really fun one. I'm looking forward to that sequel.
But the best two of the year are definitely Sinners and Weapons are the two. Those are two of the best movies of the year. So it's just crazy.
Yeah. Sinners, Weapons, 28 Years Later. Those three are just they're outstanding. It's the highs for horror this year are kind of unbelievable. Those three alone make it one of the best movie years, period. In general.
And they haven't left my top 5 this year, at all.
No. My number one of the years is going to be Sinners. It's fine. Nothing's going to dethrone that. That one, rewired my DNA. You know, like it's just it's fine. It's nothing's gonna top that. That's a once in a lifetime movie for me.
That and Weapons are like both my number one, but when I make a list, one of them will have to be number two. And I'm
Yeah.
like, no, if you read my list, they are both the same number one.
Unless you want to make it tied.
Yeah, just say it's a tie
Yeah.
and do it
can do
alphabetically
that.
so Sinners comes first.
There you go.
Yeah. Moving into underrated stuff, this is actually from this year as well. Shout out to Joseph Kahn's Ick, which I really, really loved. Friend of the show and producer at Action for Everyone, Max Deering, invited me on to help interview Joseph and his editor. And we just, I don't know, we both like really fell in love with that movie. And had a really great conversation with those guys, and then we saw him at Big Bad as well, and it was just it was a really good time. And it's sort of like it's got a lot of standard horror touchstones with like the coming of age stuff. It's a little bit like The Blob, but it does a really cool like angle because no one's seen this movie, so I need to sell this movie because
it's on my list. I've seen the trailer.
Yeah, it didn't really get a good rollout, and it's a shame because it's. And I talked to Joseph in the interview about this, where like I always came to his movies a little too early. It took me a minute to get on those movies' wavelength. This is the first time I've gotten into his stuff for so long now. Where just right off the bat, I like locked into the movie, and I was like, "Oh no, this is great! I am enjoying the hell out of this." It's The Blob, it's Body Snatchers, it's The Faculty. But it's also like, hey, what if all those stories like happened in the world? Like, what if all the supernatural stuff, you don't have to convince people that there's something weird going on. It's like everyone knows something's happening, but it's just like, it's not bothering me right now.
Mhm.
Oh, I dig that.
Yeah. And so it's like, what if the monster outside these people's doors, everyone knew it, but it was like, I don't know. Like, I mean, there's a very obvious parallel with like how the COVID-19 pandemic response occurred in this world, right? It's very obviously a response to how that went down for the last 5 years. But
Yeah.
it's not just shorthand. It's also using that to explore like a genuine thing of like, hey, the kids growing up in this world, the ones that aren't desensitized to that, like, what is their struggle going to be like? And hey, millennials, we're getting older. Yeah, there's some fucking bangers. There's some soundtrack choices on the song that I've definitely sung at karaoke. We're not teenagers anymore. We're not kids anymore.
Mhm.
We're adults now. What's
Yeah.
that like? Take a look at yourself and look at where you are. And it's a very thoughtful movie that also happens to have some really nasty, goopy gore and a really amazing Brandon Routh performance. Total thumbs up. If there's any like truly underrated movie this year, underseen movie that I'd go to bat for, it's that one. And I didn't expect that to be. So I've talked too much, but that's a big one I really wanted to get out there. Joey, you're the guest. What's a really underrated horror movie you want to recommend?
Oh, let me get my list out right here. What do I want to start with? I mean, I think we're gonna start with the Ferrera movie. We're gonna start with Body Snatchers, the '90s Body Snatchers. I mean, I only watched this because you guys recommended it to me years ago. You're like, because I love Invasion of the Body Snatchers. You guys, did you guys know they made one in the '90s? And I was like, what do you mean they made one in the '90s? I thought it's like when you look up reviews and stuff, you think it's like bad because like it's so underseen and like people probably in the '90s just ragged on it for literally no reason, and it made like less than $1 million in the box office. But like when I watched it, I had no expectations of what it was gonna be, and it just blew me away. I thought that movie, like that's one of those movies that I think of a lot just randomly, and I wish that like it would get just like bump, like a Halloween 3 bump, like the most out of probably my whole list.
Yeah, that movie fucking rocks. I was lucky enough to interview Abel Ferrara for the show.
Mhm.
I will bring that up as often as possible because it's a highlight of my life. It's a personal hero of mine. And I got to watch Body Snatchers on film, which was a huge deal. I played at the New Beverly a couple of years back. And looks incredible. Deserves a rollout release. Yeah, amazing movie. Very weird. I wouldn't call it a mean movie, but it's very like moody. It's a very moody movie.
It's also more like energy than the original, like the 74, not the original, but the 74 version one. And I love the setting of it on a military base is like so genius, and it keeps it more isolated than like the other films that are like in a city. So like the main characters feel so trapped like when this all starts breaking down, and when you get the very first like point and scream is probably one of the best like blocked and acted scenes in like horror, and like since then like it's so good. Like that scream is just, he nails the scream.
Yeah,
It's a good
a friend
scream.
of mine saw the thumbnail of that scene, and they told me that scared them, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, it's fucking freaky.
Mhm.
It's crazy."
And then like right after you have that pull out shot and like it goes into the street when everything, the music just starts going, and like that, like from that moment the movie just goes like nuts with the energy, and you're just like locked in. And I'm like, I wish the movie was also like 20 minutes longer, and I wish that it had a little bit bigger of a budget. But like again, it's one of those like, the more I think about it, I'm like, this movie just rocks. Like it's so, and I wish it was on like a 4K disc so I could show it to everybody I know.
At Shout Factory.
Yeah.
Well, while we can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gene, what about it? What about you? What do you got? Underrated horror movies.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we already kind of like mentioned. We already kind of mentioned Halloween, which was kind of off the top of my head. That was my go-to. But yeah, we were rewatching some of the the Nightmare on Elm Street films. I know we talk about it, but I think The Dream Warriors, Nightmare on Elm Street 3, my favorite of the Nightmare on Elm Street that I really enjoy. It was good to revisit that. Also revisited Nightmare on Elm Street 5. Kind of good. I'm not sure. Not sure if
That's
it's, like,
on my
great.
list.
Yeah, that's on your list. Okay.
Out here,
was
yeah,
good.
let's get into it. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's triple double down on Nightmare 5.
Do we all have
Nightmare 5.
Were we all going to talk about Nightmare 5?
I think
Well,
every
yeah,
Nightmare movie is cool in its own way
Mhm.
of the original run.
Yeah.
But Nightmare 5, of the first 5, I think it's probably the most like underappreciated. I think that's a very good pick, Gene, because
Yeah.
like God bless Dead Meat. I know they kind of like are like, oh, this movie's so dumb. And it's whatever. He's allowed to do
Right.
it. Dead Meat rules. This is not
I think,
slandering
but-
Dead
we
Meat.
love Dead
He
Meat.
hasn't recounted
Nathan-
those ones. I think he needs to like redo them because that was like
Yeah,
years ago.
Yeah.
James at Ace, yeah.
At James
Maybe.
A. Janice, what have you done with your life except make
Be
one of the
awesome.
greatest horror safe havens
Yeah.
for horror fans? Thank you so
Mhm.
much for that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But
Anyways,
you're wrong about Nightmare 5.
But you're wrong about
Yeah.
Nightmare 5 and Alien
Yeah,
3.
respectfully disagree with James.
Yeah,
Nice
but I
guy,
do
man.
think that is a commonplace like
Nice.
sentiment where it's like, oh, like what is this Freddy baby? What is this? And it's like when you watch the movie, it's like, okay, some of it gets a little wonky narratively. Totally, I concede that. But like the direction and like the
Yeah.
production design, it's like the light shafts. It's so gothic and expressionistic, and it's just like it
It goes,
looks fucking amazing.
It goes like Terry Gilliam for like some of that movie. Like it goes like crazy with the camera work and like the look of
Yeah.
it and everything. I'm like, when I was watching the series a few years ago, I've only seen like the first one and like I think just the first one. And so when I saw them all, I was like, wait, people don't like this one. But I know it's
for some
the
reason.
fifth one, so
They
people
don't
probably
like-
tuned out by
Yeah.
then. But
They don't like that one. They don't like Nightmare 2, Freddy's Revenge, which I
Nightmare
really
2 is so
enjoy.
good too.
Yeah.
Nightmare 2's had a
Um,
big reclamation because
Yes.
the LGBTQ community.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great. That's a good one. I love, all the body horror aspects of it. But yeah, people a little too hard on Nightmare 2. I was gonna say one that because it's they're remaking it. A friend of mine, he got me into this one 10 or 12 years ago because the ending is just insane. But Sleepaway Camp, I think it's very underrated.
Yes.
I'm
Sleepaway
not a
Camp
fan of
is-
Sleepaway Camp. I actually think it's
Okay.
properly underrated.
It's overrated. You're saying it's overrated.
It's overrated by
Or-
the community that likes it.
Yeah.
And I think I I watched it too late after seeing years of like this movie's incredible, and I was like, this movie is worse than like how people say Friday the 13th
Well,
Part 1 is.
Yeah, I don't know if
Like-
it's amazing, but it's an insane movie, and I'm glad on some level it got made.
Yeah.
Because it's truly insane of like the twist and just kind of like the stuff that happens in that movie is just like so like it's like I'm like, what is going on? But like in a good way. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm qualified to talk about that movie. I have seen it and I do appreciate it. And that's another one that's kind of been reclaimed in a way, even though like at the time it was like shockingly offensive.
Yeah.
Right? The reveal, we'll say. I
Yeah.
guess because a lot of people haven't seen it. The reveal is in bad taste, but in the way a lot of like Nightmare 2's kind of been reclaimed.
Mhm.
That one wasn't intentional. That one wasn't offensive at the time. It was just like, oh, surprise! It's actually it's a movie kind of about coming out of the closet in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And Sleepaway Camp's not that. It is. Again, I don't feel qualified to
I
like
think it
get
just
into the
uses-
nuances of it,
I think
but
it
yeah,
may just like some people may view it like uses the twist just to be like a thing to
Mhm.
shock you. But I get what you're saying though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we got three heterosexual men right here to.
Yeah.
Right.
We're
But-
not the primary panel to discuss the intricacies of that movie. I
Mhm.
do understand why it's gotten that reclamation for sure, and I think it's a very interesting film to talk about with smarter people on that panel.
That one
not here
deserves
today,
a remake though, because like it needs more money. Like you could tell they just didn't have a lot. Like the first
Yeah, no, they didn't.
the first like God, almost all of the movie, you could tell the budget is so lacking and like a modern day budget. And I hope the modern day filmmakers know like what they're doing in that
With
setting
the,
and
with the
really
remake.
nail it because it deserves it.
yeah. There was also a sequel, Sleepaway Camp 2, which I've seen. Sleepaway Camp 2. I'm trying to look up the title of it.
Isn't there 4 of them? Or is there 3
There's
of them?
like 4, yeah. So it's called Unhappy Campers, and it has Bruce Springsteen's niece as the lead. She's Pamela Springsteen is her name, which is pretty crazy. Yeah. Like, I don't know if she did more acting, but she's in 4. I just looked that up, but
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I'd include that for underrated because that was not a good movie. But yeah, we'll see for the remake. Which is
Yeah.
happening. I'm assuming.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Some other responses we got. Friend of the show at Gingerdome81, Chris Barreras. What's up, man? Shocker from Wes Craven. Be considered an underrated movie. I think it's underrated. I think most Wes Craven is kind of underrated outside of Scream and the Nightmares, you know? Like, I haven't even seen Cursed yet. I know that's not one of the better received ones, but like,
the 2005 one.
yeah.
His werewolf
Like,
movie that was like
the
edited
werewolf.
into shreds.
Yeah, I mean, it has some interesting moments, like the werewolf like flips off someone
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
that
it's
moment's
shot.
like iconic, you know?
with the cops.
Yeah, but I love Shocker. I think Shocker's a great time. That's, you know, it's not on the level of his 5-star stuff or like New Nightmare or something like that, but that's about the right level we're looking at for like underrated. Like, oh yeah, you should watch that. It's a good like midnight movie type thing. Drew Hunter also hit up the responses earlier today and recommended Shinya Sakamoto's Hiroko the Goblin, which I haven't seen yet. I did find a YouTube link to it, Drew, though, so I'm gonna watch that. Maybe I'll link it below because it's not streaming anywhere else. So
sometimes
maybe I'll
you can
link
find
it.
these weird ones on YouTube for totally free, and you're
You
like,
can.
okay.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, that's how I saw Tetsuo the Iron Man. You know,
Oh wow!
and then you're like, oh yeah, that's a normal movie.
Mhm.
You're like, yeah,
I'm gonna
that's cool.
upload that to YouTube.
At Shaq Excellence, the great Shaq Lambert recommended Sick, which I fucking
Oh
love.
yeah,
Mayhem and Stir of Echoes. Have you guys seen those?
Was Mayhem the one with Samara Weaving?
yeah,
Yeah, I
And,
did see that.
and
Yeah, that's a good one.
God, what's his name? The dude from Walking Dead and Nope. God, I'm
Oh
Steven
yeah,
Yeun.
yeah, he's
Stephen
in it
Young.
too.
Yeah, he's very good in that movie.
Sick was good. I liked. Also, the direction was awesome in that movie.
Yeah. It's John Hyams, baby.
Yeah.
John Hyams directing the fuck out of that movie. The budget must have been like $1 million or $2 million, and he's swinging that camera around, and there's like 4 people in that movie, and he's like fucking them up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of fun.
It's going.
Yeah, I think Sick is on Peacock right now for the interested viewers.
Stir of Echoes has been on my list for years, so I may have to bump it up.
Yeah, at Saibu_Penku, also known as Coffee Jelly, recommended Rituals.
I haven't seen that.
No, nobody else can.
I heard the Letterboxd.
I was saying I heard it's like Deliverance, but like should be talked about on the same level with it, like how good it is.
Yeah, at least in terms of like, hey, this is pretty intense. I can't like maybe you gotta unwind a little bit after this one. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. What other underrated stuff we got? I got some more to mention, but you guys, anything else you want to pop in with real quick?
Since we talked about Wes Craven, I was gonna say The People Under the Stairs was one I really liked.
Yeah.
I love that movie. That was one I randomly discovered because I was like, I need to watch more Wes Craven outside of like the hits, and everyone's like, this is one of his best movies, and it definitely is. It's no one. I always say this too. No one establishes setting like Wes Craven does. No one, like literally no director.
So good at that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, our buddy Eric Lawrence had a very good choice. Our buddy Eric Lawrence, I remember, made like a long tweeted thread about the opening of Scream and how like Wes he blocks the entire house, the entire geography of the house, so you never lose track of it later. Sydney's house, I should say. I mean, the opening as well when Drew Barrymore dies, but when you track through Sydney's house, so later in the movie you're never lost, and you don't realize he did it because you're just like kind of following the introduction of this character. Then you see the landscape. Oh, look how isolated they are. So you're not going to be like, why aren't there neighbors to help later? You know, it's just like all these little.
He does that also.
Like, so good.
He does it in People Under the Stairs too, with like a complicated like house with like trap doors and like stuff. You always, it's like he always lets you like where everyone is, and like what he's so good at of like any establishing shot of a scene. It's always like this big crane shot that comes down, or like a steady camera or a dolly move where you always see like where everything's gonna be happening. And I'm like, I wish modern directors would like take that like and study it, because he just does it like no one else can.
Yeah,
he does.
Have you guys seen Serpent and the Rainbow?
No, that's
no, I haven't. No,
that's a good fucking movie. That's a real good fucking movie.
Watch list, putting it on my app right now.
Oh yeah, I'm
for.
adding right while we're doing this to my.
Yeah, as we're doing. Driving the
that
phone.
Is all today is for. Listen up, listeners.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not a straight horror movie. It does become a horror movie, but I want people to go into this one knowing this. If you can track it down, because it's also very hard to track down. A digital copy fell off the truck for me. It's called The Discarnates. It is a film by Nobuhiko Obayashi, who passed away several years ago. His final film was The Labyrinth of Cinema, which I tweeted about a lot because it was terrific, and it not just because it was the last film, but it was really great. But it's called The Discarnates, which was eventually remade several years ago as All of Us Strangers, which is a very good movie. But it's not as good as The Discarnates, which is kind of a masterpiece. And it's the movie about, like how welcoming nostalgia can be and the trappings of it, like how beautiful our connections are, even though they're so limited, but we'll also never really have a full understanding of each other, who we are. We're always, that's you never really know someone. You can care about them, you can feel for them, and maybe some people you can know, but for the most part, you're never really gonna know your parents, for example, right? Never all the way. And that movie is about that, and then it gets scary. But that's what I'll say about that.
Wait, so when they made All of Us Strangers, they say that they used that movie as like a remake?
No, they're based on the same book, but The Discarnates came out like several years after the book was written. The book I have not read, by the way, so that's on me. But yeah, different settings also as well, such like that. But yeah, All of the Strangers does not get into that territory.
I don't think so.
Fantastic performances though.
Yeah,
I'm a fan.
Gene, you want to go? Do you
Yeah,
have one?
no, yeah, I had two that were found footage sort of things, but yeah, the McPherson tape. If you ever seen that, it's a UFO abduction. It was even before the Blair Witch. It was like an independent film of it's like this family. It's all shot on like a VHS sort of camcorder. Um, and it's like it's crazy that this existed before the Blair Witch, but they did a remake of it, and it aired on UPN. But it was like one of those films where I forgot the name of the other movie that had like the Loch Ness monster, but yeah, it was kind of like so creepy, and it's like the effects are really good for like the time because it was made in like 1988 or so, and it's you're seeing this family slowly being uh like overtaken by these aliens that are trying to like get in the house and messing with them like psychologically, or like the spaceship lands in like the opening scene and the guy has like a camcorder, and it's really scary, and it ends like on such a downer note, but it really makes the movie. So yeah, definitely check that out. I really enjoyed that film. um Also Ghostwatch, if you haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was originally it was like a fake sort of broadcast by the BBC for Halloween, and it's like this investigation goes goes live at this like haunted house and everything, and they're playing it straight where it's like they want you to think this is an actual broadcast. So it's like something, there's like similar movies I forgot that came out in America that kind of did that. Kind of like, I was gonna say it's kind of like the Orson Welles War of the World sort of
Yeah.
broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the closest thing I could think of in comparison. But
People like fully believe
yeah,
that,
they fully.
like they nailed doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's ballsy to think back in the day, like a respectable news agency like said, you know what, we're gonna make
The
some
BBC, yeah,
extremely scary. That's like, and it's actually scary.
it's
Even when
scary,
you know
yeah.
it's fake. Like,
Yeah,
imagine
No,
thinking that was real.
that
They're
would be
calling in.
like if like if the Young Turks did like a Halloween special.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like but yeah, a great
I was
choice.
chatting
That's-
with
yeah.
I was chatting with a friend, like, how would you do that now and make people think it's like live? Like, it would
Like a
probably
live
have to be
stream like this.
like a live stream,
Yeah.
but the news broadcast to make people like across a nation think it's
Mhm.
real. Like, you would have to like have like Anderson Cooper or something like
Yeah.
in it or something.
Something like that, or they all get drunk on New Year's or something.
Yeah.
Like on CNN. I missed that. But yeah, Ghostwatch, definitely go check it out. I think it's a little hard to find. I got it on
It's on Shudder.
It's on Shudder. Okay, yeah, you can see it on
Perfect.
Shudder. I rented it. It's on DVD. Yeah, definitely worth checking out. It's like it's really creepy. It reminded me a little bit of like Poltergeist
Mhm.
a bit, but like a sort of a found footage Poltergeist. So yeah,
And it has like good scares too. Like, for them to do that also as like a news like cast was crazy.
yeah.
I had a found footage one that our friend Matt
Yeah, do it.
recommended to me the other day, and it's Butterfly Kisses.
I haven't heard of that.
I don't know this one.
Oh, so this is a really, like, I didn't know this one either. So I watched another underrated horror like mockumentary called Savage Land. Have you heard of that one?
I haven't heard of that one
No.
either. No.
Oh, so like, well, Matt is like,
Damn,
he's
okay,
seen,
I'll
I
write
think,
this
every
down.
single like found footage movie ever made. So he was always recommending. I'll talk about Savage Land first. So it's a mockumentary, like straight up mockumentary, or like, do you call them mockumentaries if they're not like funny still?
No, they wouldn't. I think it would just be like Fox.
Yeah,
Fox
like-
documentary.
Like a faux documentary.
Fox, yeah.
Yeah.
Fox.
So like, it's this small town near the border, like of 60 people just randomly all like get massively like murdered, and they like think
Mhm.
this one guy did it, and like they discover he like had a camera, like a film camera. So there's 36 pictures that it shows you of like what went down in the town, and it's not found footage, it's like found pictures mixed in with like a true crime documentary, and like because the guy's like pretty much you know he's innocent because when you see the pictures you kind of know what's going down in the town, and the pictures are like so terrifying in a way. Like each one will like get you because they're like negative black and white film, and like it's so creative, and it's on Tubi right now, so you could watch it. And Diego, you would like it because it's about a photographer guy.
Oh, perfect.
But
Perfect.
you know from the very first picture like what went down, but like it kind of ties like modern politics today with like ICE and like border patrol and stuff in a really unique way. And I was like, oh, it's topical at the same time, even though it was made like 2015, I think. But that one's on Tubi. So is Butterfly Kisses. So Butterfly Kisses is also, oh, this one's like hard to explain. So it's like a faux documentary again, but about a director who found footage, and there's its own found footage movie, and he's trying to prove that it's real, but there's a documentary crew following a filmmaker who found the found footage films, and everyone like kind of doesn't believe him. So it's intercutting like the movie that he's putting together, and like that could be real versus like him kind of losing his mind. And it's about like urban legends of like Peeping Tom, they call him, like the blinking man. So every time like you stare down this tunnel, like after you see him, if you blink, he gets closer to you and eventually like kills you. So they use the camera as like a blinking thing in a very unique way. It's so good. It's so good. And what unfortunately the director passed away, and it's like fuck, like he would have like you wanted to see that guy's career pop off. And it's like a modern movie. It's made in 2018, and like I highly, if you like that style of like the horror fake documentary thing, but with this one like mixing in really good found footage at the same time, and like amazing performances. Like the biggest thing that makes found footage like good, you know, is it feeling authentic, and like the fact that both the found footage inside of the documentary both feel authentic. You're like, it's so well done. Like that's probably one of my highest of today's like recommendations.
Okay, Butterfly Kisses.
Yeah, made in 2018 by Eric Christopher Myers directed it, and he's actually like in it too because he's the documentarian directing the guy.
So yeah,
and it's
like Spinal Tap.
If you like Lake Mungo, which now I know is like kind of popular, like you would love this movie because it like dives into that too, like a style. And it's also like meta commentary on found footage and that whole like it's so good. And there's one jump scare that is fucking incredible. Like I even like got scared like watching it.
Okay, yeah, you definitely sold me on that. Yeah, bummer to hear that the director passed away. But
I know.
It sounds like he left something really special behind. That's
and everyone who watches it, like when you read reviews, like damn, like I wish this guy like was still alive and making movies because damn, it's good.
Yeah. Not to jump off that immediately, but you mentioned like there's a tunnel sequence or something like that. Immediately, my brain jumped to Mike Flanagan's feature debut called Absentia. Have you guys seen it?
I haven't seen that one.
Okay, yeah, I definitely talked off about it, but here's the thing, because I don't think he likes it very much. Like I could totally see why. It's got like the autofocus, auto ice, like a first movie, like a first movie, right? So going knowing that, but it's totally him. The monologues, the people talking about like, what do you think happens with the people who left our it's all there. It's all fucking there, and that's why I think it's so good. It's so him. He's never not been him, and that's what I really appreciate with it, you know. But it's also got the meanest fucking ending he's ever made, where I was just like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude! Like, there's some shit that happens at the end of this where I was like, oh, okay, it's kind of like a modern ghost story, and it's like, oh no, this is just like fucked up. This is like
this is the
not
guy who's
good.
Killed a kid in one of his movies.
Yeah, I was like, God damn, dude, like Jesus Christ, you know, like Midnight Mass gets mean because like everyone died in the show, but it's such a beautiful like love letter to his life and like that, and it's just like, what do you think happens when we die? And it's like everyone holds hands to say they brace for the sunrise. Not this movie, not this one. Like fucking hell.
How did you find that one?
When I was just on a Mike Flanagan kick, when I finally saw Midnight Mass, and then I was like, I want to see all my blind spots. I want to catch all of them now. And I saw it on YouTube. It was like free with ads, and with an ad blocker, it's free in general. But so I saw it, and I was like, whoa, like, dude, it might still be free with ads on YouTube or maybe on Tubi or something. But yeah, I think he's tried to bury it, and I could see why you'd be like, if it was me, I'd be like, yeah, I just see the flaws. You know, like we all have that for sure. But I don't know. I think he should be proud of it. It's totally him. It's just he doesn't have the technical side down yet, but he obviously does now. He's terrific. You know, I don't know a horror fan that doesn't like Mike Flanagan.
Shout out Tubi though. You could find everything on Tubi.
You can.
Fuck yeah.
You can find
Tubi's
everything.
like the gold mine for underrated or like not seen horror movies.
Mhm.
Yeah, and Looney
Or
Tunes.
just-
They're
yeah,
just the new home
yeah.
of the Looney Tunes.
It's not HBO Max, surprisingly.
They don't even have a library anymore. It feels like when you go to HBO Max to watch stuff.
Nah, it's
Nope.
just this is just Peacemaker. Shout out, Gene and a friend of the show, Noah, who have a Peacemaker talk coming up. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, we do.
I want to hear some last minute underrated recommendations, but first I want to read out some last recommendations from our viewers. From at Lamette Fan Cam on Blue Sky, Cameron Carpenter, friend of the show, excellent writer, mentioned Joyride, which he showed me several
Ooh.
years ago at a movie night party, and I love Joyride. Have you guys seen Joyride?
It's on my
I've not
list.
seen Joyride, no.
It's J.J. Abrams doing his like quasi remake of Spielberg and George Lucas stuff.
Of course.
It just happens to be he's remaking Duel, and I'm not even joking. He wrote it. He didn't direct it. Okay, so know that going in. The first 30 minutes are like fucking 5 stars. It doesn't get bad, but that first 30 minutes for like a sleazy, like dirty motel thriller, it's kind of perfect. Like those Saw green, orange, yellow lights, you know, like while people are like walking along the side of a motel, like it's for that, it's perfect. And then it's pretty good. It wraps up pretty good. It's a pretty good movie, but that opening is it's fucking perfect. Yeah, Joyride's a hoot and a half. At Emperor OTN, Dr. Garingo Oblivion, who could that be? Mentioned the Quatermass films, Night of the Demon, aka Curse of the Demon, It, The Terror from Beyond Space, The Abominable Snowman, 1957,
I almost
Alligator.
watched that one recently.
Yeah.
and Road Games. Terror from Beyond Space?
No, the Abominable Snowman one.
Mm.
Oh, okay. What'd you think?
No, I almost watched it. I just couldn't find it.
Okay. Matt, where'd you find it? Let us know.
Adam,
And we'll check it out. Let's see. At Graham Harwell recommended Death by Temptation, Lisa and the Devil, The Body Snatcher, which is one that stars Boris Karloff, not related to the Body Snatcher movies, but still a very cool movie. And last one I'll mention is at JBaby4788 said, I thought Smile 2 was a pretty excellent horror movie and didn't see a whole lot of buzz about it. Improved on the already solid original in every way.
Oh, I
think
was
we're all-
buzzing about it. I was buzzing about that movie. I loved it.
Yeah. I think we were all pro Smile 2 here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
enjoyed Smell too.
My joke I keep saying to people when they want to hear it is how that movie ends. I hope the third one is a pseudo remake of The Happening because it could
Yeah, no,
totally go
100%.
that way.
Yeah,
and that
that's-
director can just go nuts with that.
Yeah, they got to go
Yeah.
fucking bananas. They should do that and then forget that they want to remake Possession, which is fine.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
They're very talented. They don't need to do that. You're good.
Yeah.
Don't set yourself up for
Go
failure.
have fun instead of trying to do the like Possession.
You're very
Yeah.
talented. I like you.
Yeah.
Please don't do this. Please don't do this.
Mhm.
Yeah. Any other final recommendations you want to throw out there?
I was gonna say how I was setting you up this when we were texting earlier. How have we not talked about Halloween Ends?
I feel like we talked
I-
enough about Halloween.
Well, Halloween Ends. I joked to our buddy Max. I was like, I want to watch Halloween Ends every day in October this year. There's no way that was going to happen.
Insane.
There's no fucking way. But I really wanted to. Where I was like, fuck, dude. In 2020, I would have been 24/7 throwing that on.
Oh
If
my
in a
God.
perfect world where that existed at the same time, you know? I would just on loop.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
I
love
don't
it
get.
even
I
more.
don't get how people don't like that movie. I can't get it.
Not me.
Wait, Gene, you
I don't
don't
know.
like Halloween Ends?
Nah, he doesn't. Like
No, I don't think I. Yeah, I don't think I like it. No, I don't. I want to say like
I-
I wouldn't say I dislike it, but I don't think I really care.
I'm
for
on
it
the
a
team.
lot.
I wish the whole movie was about Corey turning into the new Halloween killer, like franchise killer.
Feel the Michael Myers. Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know. I just felt like that was the thing. It was like just had such like half measures of like Corey was Michael Myers. We couldn't see Michael Myers. I wanted to see more of Michael Myers, and then I feel like it didn't fully commit to either. Yeah, at least just in my opinion.
All right, you guys got me going. So I think there's enough Michael Myers. There's more than enough Michael Myers in there.
Mhm.
Michael Myers is only interesting when he's an idea. I think
Mhm.
we've seen this every time they're like, oh, he's Laurie's brother or whatever. It becomes very tame, lame, very generic. H2O is lots of fun. That's the best version of that, I think, right? At least for fans, that's a real crowd pleaser. But Michael has an idea of evil brewing beneath the roots of Haddonfield. Like he's literally in like a fucking Dracula cave in that movie. Like it's there's like shafts of moonlight going into there. It's like it's a monster movie. It's not 100% real. And so the idea of Michael like infecting the town when they don't have any physical manifestation, they don't have a shape to direct their uncertainty and their anger at, it makes them destroy each other. I think that's kind of fucking great. That's a really good idea. And Corey, when I first did the retrospective on that movie, and I realized like I almost didn't want to watch. I didn't watch it in theaters because I didn't like kills that much.
I hate.
And then I saw it on Peacock, and I was like, oh fuck, I love this.
Oh, you didn't see Ends in theaters?
Nope, I missed out. I fucked up. But when I saw it, I initially thought like, oh, Corey was always going to be kind of a fucked up kid. And after that first viewing, I don't feel that. I don't feel that at all. I think he was a genuinely good kid who just unfortunately made a it's not even his fault. It was an accident. He kicked the door open. He didn't know the kid was there. Like he killed the kid.
It was
he did, but it was an accident. It
was genuinely an accident.
Yeah, it's a real like a genuine tragedy, and then no one helped him.
The spirit of Michael.
I don't know. What do you like? I don't think the movie defines it clearly enough, but I don't think it's a mistake. I think it's interesting to think about, like, because you have that moment where Michael like holds him by the throat, and then they kind of lock eyes, and he sees Corey's history. When I first saw it, I thought he was speed running the last two Halloween movies, right? They were like, but they're not. They're not sequences from the other movies. They're just from Corey's life. So it's like he's the only one who, in Corey's mind, he's able to share these feelings with, and so that becomes like, oh, this is a safe space now. I can feel better by pursuing this. Michael's offering this manifestation of power to him. It becomes a symbol of power for him to take on. And when he doesn't need him anymore, he takes the mask, and then that's when the tables get turned.
I think it ties so much like Halloween 3, where it's like changing the game, like in the third movie, and it's like, I think David Gordon Green, that was the movie he always wanted to make, and not the first two movies, because he's like, even his direction in that one is like so much cooler. He's doing all these like interesting things and like having more fun. Like that's why I wish like Corey, like you said, when Michael like kind of hands it off to him, kind of, I wish like, because Corey's like first look when he first kills someone, I wish that was like the new Michael Myers. That would have been such a cool idea, and let like Corey still have her showdown and move on from that, but let her daughter then be like the next like Laurie, with Corey being like the new Michael.
Yeah, it would have been interesting. It would have been interesting.
I'm still very happy with them. I don't want to rewrite the movie.
Yeah,
like
same.
It truly is 5 stars to me, and I'm so happy it exists. Like I truly am. It scratches an itch I didn't know I needed. Like it's providing something completely new. There was one take I finally saw where I was like, that would be interesting. Someone mentioned, I'm sorry, I don't remember who. Someone mentioned like they should have killed Michael at the end of Halloween Kills or at the beginning of Ends. And then it becomes a Corey movie. You can go through those similar things. And you could even do like, if you want to do like a full body horror thing where he's like physically becoming Michael, like literally or metaphorically, that could be a whole thing. But I was like, ooh.
Because Kills is such a nothing of a movie. It's like something should have happened. And it's just like you felt like they were just padding the time. Like
Yeah,
in that
I
one.
remember like when I saw that, I was like, I don't think I like that, but I think I would like it if I liked the third one. Now that I
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
third one the most, I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't
Mhm.
think I still like it, but like that's fine.
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
I could throw out some like quick names that we don't really even have to like talk about that much. Like
Yeah, let's do it. I
Mm.
got one more, but yeah, let's do it and then we'll wrap up.
I'll throw out like quick ones like Exorcist 3, incredible. Like
Yep.
it's really Exorcist 2 because Exorcist 2
Uh-huh.
didn't happen. Like you know me, Exorcist my favorite movie of all time. Hesitated watching Exorcist 3 for a decade because you know it has a 3 in it.
Yeah.
But then you watch and you're like, oh, William Peter Blatty like begged them not to title it Exorcist 3, and you know why? Because
Yeah,
it's
the
really
book's called Legion.
it's the actual sequel and it's incredible. I thought the 2011 Fright Night was really, really good.
Mm.
That
Mhm.
no one talks about.
No one does. Yeah, it's like a good enough remake.
And then House of Wax, of course.
Which one?
the JCS one.
Yeah,
The one with
the
Paris
Jean
Hilton?
Paulette Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, frankly, all the House of Waxes you can find are bangers. Even
Mhm.
there's a two-strip Technicolor movie called Mystery of the Wax Museum, which is kind of the OG, kind of not. Like they're all cool. Like give them all a shot. Oh, the fuck
Yeah.
was that?
I think some
Oh.
change fell.
Found a dime.
Oh.
And I forgot we talked about Flanagan, but his Ouija movie was awesome.
Mhm.
Also, like
That was good.
I know not a lot of people saw it because it was like the Annabelle thing. Like the first Annabelle was bad, but the second Annabelle was great. And then
Mhm.
like Ouija 1 was really bad, but Ouija 2 was like also really freaking good. Like, and you
Yeah.
don't expect it.
Yeah.
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 Those are good choices.
Mhm.
And then I'll save my one to actually like, talk about.
Okay. Gene, last rapid fire, and then I guess we'll each do one like we really want to talk about, and then we've got to call it.
Oh, okay, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think just to name off a few, the original Pulse from
Ooh.
Japan is really good.
Yeah.
Like a lot
I
of
bought that.
Japanese-
I blind bought that and still haven't watched it.
You should definitely watch it. You got some time. I think the 2010 Wolfman, I was rewatching that. Pretty good. Pretty good compared to like kind of what you got after for Universal Monster remakes. Except Invisible Man. There's a I would say it's a thriller horror, P2. Have you ever seen that? It's like this woman gets like stuck in a parking lot with the security guard on
Yeah.
like Christmas Eve or something. She's trying to escape. Pretty tense. And then there's another film called Bad Moon. It's like a werewolf film if you want to check that out. Pretty good.
That's the Eric Red one, right?
I believe, yes. Yeah, I believe so. So, yeah, good effects. But, yeah, just a few, like, off the top of my head.
All right. So some rapid fire ones, then one real one, and then you guys can take us home. But Fright Night Part 2, if you could track down Fright Night Part 2, it's on YouTube very often. It
I
got
think
buried.
that's on Tubi right now too.
It's
Yeah,
perfect.
probably
Yeah.
is, of course.
Yeah. I love the original Fright Night. I got to rewatch the remake. But when I finally saw Fright Night Part 2, like I think that one's super underappreciated. Bad Moon was going to be one I recommended because that's Eric Red who wrote or co-wrote Near Dark with Catherine Bigelow,
Yeah.
which is probably one of my favorite vampire movies, like top 3. It's a happy place movie for me. I could throw that on any mood, happy, sad, depressed, whatever, like
not
overjoyed.
depressed.
Like it's okay. No, I'm not. My therapist lied to me. No, Near Dark fucking rocks. I love that movie. It's more of a tone poem than like a no holds barred thriller, but that's what I love about it too. Yeah, Near Dark deserves a cleaned up 4K also.
And it would look so good. That movie,
yeah.
that movie is one of those that I randomly like heard about for years. Like I gotta find it, found it, and I was like, I just want to hold this one like physically and own it, and I just can't.
Yeah.
In the commentary, Catherine Bigelow mentions that it's the last movie that Adam Greenberg lit himself, and you can like tell because it looks like the fucking Terminator.
Yeah,
Like it looks amazing with those old like sodium vapors and stuff like that.
Bill Paxton is cooking in that movie too.
Bill Paxton gives maybe the best performance of all time in that movie. He's amazing, and the entire cast of vampires in that they're all so distinct. They all have their own like like push and pulls in terms of narrative, like what they want, who they want to be, why they can't be. It's fucking great.
Didn't
Great fucking
Coogler
movie.
say that Near Dark was one of the inspirations?
Yeah,
So
that
yeah,
sounds
that and
about
the
right.
thing.
Like you could feel it 100%.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
landscapes,
Yeah.
for sure, are fucking very Near Darky. That was my big one. Near Dark. Everyone should watch Near Dark all the time.
And if it comes out once Cameron's done making the Avatar movies, because he has to approve of the transfers, everybody buy it. Don't even
Yeah.
see it
I
first,
would-
just buy it.
I would do a watch party for that. I would gladly do a watch party for that. I would stream that for sure.
When is Catherine Bigelow going to go back to making non journalistic movies?
I don't
Beats
know, man.
me.
It's not soon enough.
Beats me.
Not soon enough.
Yeah.
She's so good. Wait, we don't have to get into that. Whatever.
Mhm.
I'm not trying to tell a woman what to do, but you know. Anyways, final recommendations. Gene and then Joey, take us out. You can end us off.
Oh, like any sort of
Yeah, like a bit you want to talk about, or are you covered all your bases, you think?
Oh man, let me see. I'm like, it's because me and Joey saw it together last year. Werewolves.
Oh yeah.
With werewolves. I thought Werewolves was really fun. It was like an action movie, so like kind of crazy and silly, right?
It was fun.
It was fun, yeah. Seeing
Like Frank Grillo just tears his shirt off and has a one-on-one with the werewolf.
Yeah, it turns into a werewolf, fights werewolves, kills werewolves. Yeah, I thought like for probably like what sort of money they had to make that movie, I thought it was pretty good. So
and they had like good werewolf effects for
they did have
low budget
great
too.
Yeah, because we were talking about werewolves earlier
Yeah,
for your film. Yeah, you know how hard it is.
It's
Stephen
so
C.
hard.
Miller, baby. That's friend of us, Stephen C. Miller, who just got hired to do the film adaptation of Finding Frankie, which I guess is like an indie horror game that has a huge fan base. So
Okay,
shout out
All right.
Stephen C. Miller.
He was
Yeah.
super cool. Like he was talking about how like his film didn't get into a lot of film festivals, and I was telling you that my werewolf short film didn't get in that, and he was like, "Don't worry about it. Like it will find the people that it needs to see." Like his film did. Like also it found people later, and that's how it got like a wide release. So it was just really cool. He was really nice.
Yeah, Stephen rules. Kick-ass dude. Good luck in the next venture. See you next year at Big Bad. Yeah, cool dude. Cool movie. Also, yeah, definitely very cool.
And I think what I will end with is the Strangers Pray at Night. I think is
amazing film.
severely underrated. Like
It is so good.
that director, I can't say his first name that well. Johannes Roberts. That guy is a mini John Carpenter, and nobody talks about it. Like,
Yeah,
even his Resident Evil movie, also extremely underrated in my opinion, has so much John Carpenter in it. It's like, oh come on, like in a good way. Oh come on, like
yeah. I mean, like certainly better than like the Strangers movies you're getting now, right?
well, this one is just like a solid, like what is it? Not even 90 minutes. It's like it's 80 minutes, and like
Mhm.
it establishes the people, has like a family you care about. Like, isn't Lewis Pullman in this movie too?
Yeah,
he
early
is.
Lewis
And, like,
Pullman.
It's slickly directed. The setting is really cool. Like a resort, it's what is it, like not a trailer park, but you go there to park your camper. It's like a campgrounds almost.
Yeah,
But like has like a shot that's dedicated to Christine. It has like one of the coolest zooms I've ever seen on the
Yeah.
pool scene. Like I have tried to recreate that zoom in that movie where like the one, what is it, the guy with the sack like comes up behind him, and it's probably like a 350 millimeter lens zoom, and like it's so cool. And then you have like the icon. If no one even wants to watch the movie, just type in Strangers Pray at Night pool scene.
yeah.
And then like if that doesn't make you want to watch the movie, because like it's so good. And like that was one where like, people did not like it when it was like in theaters.
I don't know why.
And I watched it a few years ago, and I was like, I've watched it like once a year almost.
Yeah. No, it's a quality slasher.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, maybe its ambitions are to be a kick-ass slasher movie. And for some reason, it wasn't enough for that movie, but it's enough for a lot of other movies that aren't as good as it. So
What's funny is I think if that came out literally like in the 2020s, I think it hits better than when it was in that like 2018 era of like serious horror. But now people are way more down for like that old school like 80s vibe, but modern in a way, like that this movie is. And like, because I remember my friends not liking because the first movie is so serious, so gritty,
it's
so
very,
like disturbing, and this one's like it's still those, but it's having more fun with the style and it's being more of a movie.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
slick direction. I love that director. Like, I want him to make more movies. I know he's made a few shark movies, but like,
He did a really great VHS short for like I think 99 maybe.
yeah, 99.
I really like his there, and
What
then he
was
just
his
did
in that
Primate,
one?
which I saw early at Beyond Fest. That was a birthday viewing for me. A birthday viewing for me. That was the last movie.
Wait, what was his segment in the VHS one?
It was I don't
Yeah,
remember
I'm
the
not
name
too
of
sure.
it. But it was like these sorority girls were playing a prank.
Oh,
on
that
the
was
sorority
his.
sisters, and they bury her alive.
Mm.
And then like something fucked up starts
That
happening.
was one of my
to the girl
favorite
inside.
of that year's. That makes sense now.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, the Primate movie is also his. That new one with the
Yeah.
monkey, the Gordy's home, basically as a whole movie.
It's Gordy's home. It's Cujo in a pool.
Is it good?
Talk about mean fucking movie. Oh, dude, that's a mean fucking movie, man.
Good. That
It
guy
is-
cooks.
No, it's kind of like the pool scene. It's like he knows the pool scene's the best of his career so far, and he's like, "How can I do that for a whole movie?" And I don't know if I like it as much as Strangers Parade at Night. I'd have to like really sit down with both of them again, but that's a good fucking time.
He has a really sick wonder sequence in his Resident Evil movie too. I'm like, guys, like this is good.
Yeah.
Like you could just tell that movie runs out of money at a certain point, and it's also like dividing two games, which it shouldn't. But I think it's
he kind of got fucked on that one. It sounds like some production company that is no longer in charge of the chief financials of that franchise adaptation kind of kicked the legs out from under him, and so the movie runs out of money very quickly, and it's kind of amazing that any of it's watchable. And I do like his Resident Evil, but you know, it's not, considering it was him, it should have been better.
Yeah.
And it's not his fault. But yeah, he's cooking with that. I have been told we shouldn't worry about that for the next version from Zach Kreger.
So hyped for that one.
Yeah. So
especially I was telling you guys I'm replaying the Resident Evil games, and like when I heard he's doing like one with Leon as like the lead, even though it's not going to be like tied to any of the games, I'm like, that's how you should do it in a way, but don't do the Paul W. Sanderson style.
No.
Still keep it like scary.
Yeah. Did you like Raccoon City?
That was the one I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to Raccoon City.
Mm.
Yeah, I do. I have a soft spot for it. I don't think it's great, but I do like a lot in it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's totally John Carpenter, The Blob, B monster movie. Like it's very simple.
Sure.
It should have worked better, and again, it's not Johannes Roberts' fault, but
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I wish it was better because I'm not really a fan of the Paul W.S. Anderson Resident Evils.
I'm not either.
Yeah,
I like a handful of them. I would say I like about half.
Handful are at least like I feel like at least like have a lot of something there.
Yeah, the rest, like the third one, Mad Max and Zombies. That's all it is. And I'm like,
that one is good. I do like that.
That's fucking cool. You know, directed by Russell McCulley. Okay, last one for real, and then we'll wrap up. Russell McCulley, director of Highlander and the amazing B monster movie Razorback.
Dude, I've been wanting to see this one for so long.
Razorback fucking shreds.
It's beautiful looking too.
Yeah, it's like, why does that look so good? Why is that the best looking giant pig movie of all time?
Any like screenshots I see of that movie, I'm like, God damn, that they shot the hell out of that movie for no reason.
Australia, you beautiful, dangerous son of a bitch. But on that note, thank you everyone who's tuned in. Thank you, Drew, for being so responsive in the comments. The odds of Corey returning are low but never zero. It's incredible.
Halloween.
Everyone's entitled to one good post. Joey, thank you so much for joining us, man.
Yeah,
This is
thanks,
great
Joey.
talking to you, seeing you again. Where can people find you and your work online?
You can find me at Joey Kressel. My handles are usually all the same. I'm going to be releasing my werewolf horror short on Halloween, so be on the lookout for that. We just released another ghost story romance movie that our buddy Matt directed, wrote, produced, that I helped produce, and I also I don't do this, but I was the cinematographer for it. And we were really proud of that one, made with like a crew of 4 people and we made a 30-minute long short film that looks very professional, and like you guys have seen it. It's actually really, really good if you like a sad, dramatic romance ghost story. And then, yeah, I have a Longlegs Prisoners movie I produced from my old roommate, who's a really good director as well, and we're going to try to start kicking into high gear, more like thriller horror stuff in the future. And we talked a lot about Fright Night already, and I have a vampire movie that I'm like in pre-production pretty much for, like starting if I get this new job that I'm going for. But yeah, everyone can find me on Instagram and Twitter pretty much, and I post a lot on there, and Letterboxd if you want to see what I think about all these underrated movies.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, congrats on the release of the short. Yeah, Better Place. Terrific work as cinematographer, by the way. It looks incredible. For the 8mm approach, was that your idea?
No,
idea?
That was written into the script from Matt.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it looks great. There's some tinkering, I know, but it looks great.
Yeah.
We don't have to give all the details.
No, I'm not going to give that one away.
No. Looks very good. Congratulations. Yeah, check that out. That'll be linked down below as well.
Yeah, I've retweeted it too. If anyone clicks on my profile, and I know you have as well, retweeted it.
Yeah, definitely. Gene, final thoughts? Any plugs? Housekeeping you want to take care of?
No, yeah. Final thoughts. Yeah, definitely check out all these horror films we recommend. That's the best part of the season, I think, of Halloween. As you get older, just checking out older movies. But yeah, thanks for everyone that tuned in, and then yeah, thanks Drew. But yeah, you could just find me on Twitter and Instagram, Gene9892, and then yeah, just follow us on all the accounts if you're not following.
And keep up with Gene's short film.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for Abductees, baby. Yeah, no housekeeping for me. Retrospectives, Hellboy Wednesday. Check it out. That's a Halloween special this year. Other stuff, just stay tuned. You'll see it. And Gene, should we just do these hangouts live every 2 weeks?
Yeah, we could talk about that. Yeah, we could talk about it.
Yeah,
we'll definitely try to
get
do
the
some
sense
more
we're headed
of them.
that way. Yeah.
You should do like because you guys know a lot of action people now. You should do an underrated action movie one.
Ooh,
that's where I need to start like adding a lot. To my library.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, maybe. That's a good idea, Joey. Thank you.
Because when you recommend a knockoff to me, I'm like, God, I need more recommendations like that.
That was a Shaq recommendation, so I'm gonna give him all the props for that. Yeah, Shaq came to fucking work with that one. But thanks for listening, everyone. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe.